Okay, let me put you on to one of the most low-key, high-profit services out here right now. Post-mortem DNA testing, which in my opinion is the most lucrative niche in the DNA testing industry, hands down. But most people shy away from it because they're afraid of seeing or touching a dead body. And hey, I get it. Everybody has their limits. Post-mortem DNA testing is used in a variety of situations, such as identifying deceased individuals, confirming familial relationships, and legal matters such as inheritance battles, insurance payouts, and estate claims. And we're not talking pennies here. We're talking multi-million-dollar estates. The process is different from typical DNA testing as the samples come from a deceased individual, but other than that, in a couple of forms, it's relatively the same. This is a very high ticket service in which you can easily make between $2,000 to $5,000 per case, and sometimes even more. So let's talk about it. Okay, you'll need 3 forms. First, you need authorization from the next of kin. So you'll need to supply the next of kin with a consent form that they'll have to sign. Then you'll need an affidavit of identity for the funeral director or coroner to complete and sign. This verifies that the collected samples belong to the deceased person. And lastly, you'll need a chain of custody form, which keeps everything legal and traceable. If you're lucky, the medical examiner or morgue may already have a blood sample stored on an FTA blood card. That's a special card with a preservative that keeps the DNA viable. If that's the case, normally the blood sample is kept for a year or so. Now, if there's no FTA blood card, the collection must be done manually. For the recently deceased, you would collect hair. If there's no hair on the head, then facial hair or body hair will suffice. Nail clippings, fingernail or toenail, and ear swabs. It's best to collect all 3 because the lab will do a viability test, and you want to make sure that you have enough DNA so you don't have to do another connection. Cheek swabs can also be a possibility, but remember how I said earlier, everyone has their limits? Well, that's mine. I'm not touching a corpse's mouth, opening their mouth, none of that. No, 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 no. That's where I draw the line. Now, if it's someone who's been deceased for a long time, then you'd have to do a bone collection. When it comes to post-mortem DNA testing, every case is a potential windfall. You're not selling $100 at-home DNA testing kits here. You're handling urgent, legally binding DNA work tied to inheritance claims and disputes, multi-million-dollar estates, insurance payouts, government benefits, and more. Lawyers need it, courts need it, and families pay whatever it takes to get it. Most folks are scared to do this work, but that's why the money's so good. The fear keeps them out, but the checks keep me in. So if you want more information, comment DNA below and I'll send you a message.